Good morning. It is 4:40 in the morning. Alarm just went off. And I gotta get my stuff starting to get packed up. Temperature dropped a little bit lower than I thought last night. It's in the high 60s. Which made for some awesome cozy sleeping, but not comfortable sleeping. Because the whippoorwills went all night long. The herons that sound like hippos went all night long. You probably still hear them right now. But we gotta get moving. Gotta get a couple miles up. Because a new problem happened to arise. But we'll discuss that when I'm walking. So I'm gonna get packed up, get moving, and I'll check in when I'm on the trail. All right, so obviously I'm on trail again this morning. Took a little bit longer to get myself going because, well, a little dehydrated, a little hungry. At this point in time, this is my last liter of water because my super trusty Sawyer squeeze that I back flushed the day before I flew down, it's working fine, doing everything I needed it to. I tried to filter yesterday and I was getting maybe a drop, maybe 2 drops a second. So there's zero flow in my Sawyer squeeze right now. As you obviously know, my number one concern on this whole venture, this part of the Florida Trail, or the Florida Trail in general, during the summer freaking heat, is water. Considering I'm averaging roughly 1.5 to 2 miles per liter of water that I'm consuming, I don't really have good fluid economy. Let's just say that. With this right here being my last liter, that's why I'm getting my super early start. I'm gonna try and hike as far as I can to get to the gate at the edge of Eglin Air Force Base here. I already passed one gate that would have gone to State Route 87, which is, right there. I'm walking parallel to it right now. I think I'd have a better chance of getting an Uber or something like that if I actually get to the gate of the base itself. So that's where I'm headed. I got 1.6 miles to go, and my next stop is going to be a Walmart. So I'm going to need to get a ride to a Walmart to get a new Sawyer. Both of the Walmarts in the area are showing them in stock. If they don't actually have them, or if they have a Sawyer Mini or something like that, I'll have to grab that, or purification tablets like Aquamira or whatever they have. I need to get something to purify my water, just so I have some, because at this point water is my limiting factor. Like I said, it's not a trivial detail out here, especially for somebody that goes through as much of it as I do. So I'll let you know what happens when something happens. Seems as though there have been many a coyote on this section. There's one set of human footprints, bird tracks along the far side there. Whatever's making those swirly whirly things, it's probably a beetle. And yeah, there's a couple power lines down that way, but it is an absolutely gorgeous morning. If not for the actual power lines here, and if not for the fact that there was no water, this would be a nice place to stop. It's a little bit of a breeze coming in from the south there, which feels nice. Those are cool little flowers. Well, we'll say one thing. If there's actually water here, this would be a really nice place to stop. And also if you weren't actually sleeping under power lines. Lots of life through here. You may not see most of it most of the time, but there's lots of life in here. Huh. Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. That magnolia has a nice little bench there. Neat. Speaking of places to sit, I've seen 4 different commodes just randomly strewn about the woods here. Talk about bringing a new meaning to the phrase no dumping. Somebody never got the memo. So there's been a really pleasant smell that I've had all morning, and I finally figured out what it was. It's actually this right here. This tree is called sparkleberry. It's related to blueberries, as you can plainly see. Very similar to blueberries. Apparently edible, but the flowers smell fantastic. Sorry, mosquitoes in here are brutal when you stop moving, so I'm gonna keep moving. Anyway, cool tree, interesting foraging option if you live down here, I assume. Sorry, I don't like mosquitoes. Let's go. Nope, on the Yellow River Bridge now. That's the Yellow River. It's kind of muddy to me, but as you can see, there's a long stretch ahead of me. Another 2 miles of this bridge before I get to State Road 87. So, just gonna enjoy some sunflower seeds. Got a half a liter of water left. And I'm gonna get there. Don't have a choice here. So let's get there. I think that's a snapping turtle. Just bumbling his way through the swamp here. Pretty interesting ecosystem down here. And guess who's having a little breakfast? A box turtle. So obviously this is more of the road walk section here. About 0.8 until I get State Road 87, where there is a Tom Thumb convenience store that I'm going to be visiting to get fluids and use a bathroom. So let's get there. Okay, for the sake of full disclosure, I am now in Crestview. I'm in Crestview because I needed to get new Sawyer filters. I bought 2 of them because I don't want this to happen again. I also bought some backup AquaPure tablets, iodine tablets essentially. The bottles have enough to make 25 quarts of extra water in an oh crap kind of situation. So I am now making my way down the Florida Trail that walks along the road here again. Road walk, shocker. And I'm going to be hanging out for a few hours at a Whataburger because I can, and because I haven't eaten anything except a dry ramen packet since 11 a.m. yesterday.